this really is actually quite a powerful tool. Check this out. It goes back to the start. Like I'm telling you, as soon as you're a kid, one of the first things you learn is you're either a good boy or a bad boy. And you gotta realize that this is duality. There's two different sides. There's good and bad. But there's an old saying that some prophet said, if you name me, you negate me. Meaning every time you name someone good or bad, you're putting them into a box. So the first point is that as soon as you call them good, that means that you're actually making a moral judgment yourself. Like, who are you, God, to make a judgment whether they're good or bad? And there's 100 different people that would say either thing was good or bad. And on top of that, you're actually putting yourself into a box. If you're good, that means there's other people that are bad, or at times that you're bad. So, or if you call someone smart, that means every single thing they say is smart or something. Like, these are judgments. These aren't stating what is. When you state what is, you actually pick out a particular thing someone does. Like if they include a lot of references in their paper that they did for the teacher. What's true and what is about this is the references. If you just say that's a good paper, then, do you see what I mean? Like, boil that down and think about that. So this is all about judgments. We're judging, we're saying that this is good, this is bad, we're making the moral judgments ourselves. And on top of that, there's a lot of things that come with it, with the duality. If you're good, then there's bad. If you're good, then there's bad people. Or some of the times you're bad, but right now you're good. Like, one thing we must remember is not anything anyone does has got to do with us. So if someone says something bad about you, they don't actually have a clue really about you. Even if they think they do, even if they actually know you, they don't know what's going through your head, and they don't know what they're really saying. If they judge you for something you've done, or they just judge you outright, this is coming from their Libra scale. This is how they see it. They don't actually even understand how you think, why you made even a certain decision. They don't know anything. They just decide to make this decision that they have some sort of moral high ground like we're talking about, and they somehow know, but really they don't know. So at the end of the day, they can get, and they don't know a damn thing about what they're talking about. So why should it ever affect you? If someone doesn't actually physically hurt you, anything anyone does to you mentally shall never affect you, because as long as you know who you are, you know that you are the traits of your personality. You know who you are. Like, how can you ever be swayed? You can never be the person that is empowered by other people. From what they say about you makes you. You should know you, not let anyone else make you. That makes no sense. You know you. Be you. Do not let them phase you. Anything they say, anything they do, is them not knowing anything about you and making a judgment. And you got to realize the whole thing about this, we're taught to be this way. We're taught to be these judging people. That's why, to be envious and etc. It's a trick. It's one big trick, and humanity must come out of this. Please be one of the ones to share this message. Brainwaves combined. On top of the rest of it, you've probably got 100 problems. You've got 100 problems, yet here you are worrying about this person's problems. This person's problems. You've got 100 problems yourself to solve, and by the time you'll never actually get through those 100 problems of yourself to solve, but yet you're taking on other people's problems and thinking about their problems. They have nothing to do with you. Anything anyone says to you has got none of your business. It's just bottom line. None of your business. You worry about you. Your only job is for you to be happy. You've got one job. Can you do that one job? Keep yourself happy. For me, for yourself, for everyone. So if other people are judging you, just realize another thing is, like, go to the 4 agreements. Reference the 4 agreements for people. Look, the book 4 Agreements, Don Miguel Ruiz. Go and check out that book. It's all in there, but don't make assumptions. Like, I'm breaking it down in my own little way that I hope is easy to understand. When you're judging people, you're making assumptions, because you don't know what contributes to their decision. If someone makes a decision to do something and you think that it's bad, you don't know any of the factors that are relating to that decision. They could have done it for a total noble reason. Until you ask them and clarify it, even if they tell you lies, doesn't matter. Until you really ask them, you won't actually have an idea. So never make assumptions. Think that you know. Somehow you know about this person. Like, even if you've grown up with them, you know them, you don't know what's going through their head. And until they really tell you, and agree with you that yes, then you know. Do not make assumptions. Don't be judging them. You don't know. And that's the thing, if we stop judging each other, we stop doing this, the power in it is so powerful because we're never scared to be ourselves. Brainwaves combined.